Mama never say ma PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV there o see dem yopo.
Chame ke mambi ke kenimeli ne wa penye here ingene manyeba ne ingene jihuna ibe bifon se ikese sinamako maha emeli titro wa Prampram manje ne tete waka the third ke Prampram Traditional Council of God mana me classy the mana ma be classy mune lo che opio e hanwo wala mune lo mana wo na hiyo and locally if you can Rami Etebi ne ina chemi ke nene ke elimeli angai lola ni iya ni ana nene ke ndoko nene igala ne ke fun yihem to nene ko chemi le ipetwe nene ke councilor 2012 ne wakopa ahanwo district na di wokeje dodowa keba gudoma councilor susuka ake a officer alo councilor aha assembly say nene ake assembly odeji ke assembly na menchama tun ama palidra councilor ha councilor ne yene ejuni bi ono amla lo ma tun assembly ya peji so ebemi ya because nene ya assembly dio ibe jeje mabio ne assembly ne sale emi o tapi assembly jim lo ipalepe eyene eke DC o ya nani semlo ne no aka assembly eto ni ke assembly say assembly okay abelu kuna manya na mapige fun lo nele mi no ga na wa bi nele ke e ga na wa dra cancel ye ke nele se bi ta fa je mo yi wa papa na ma ko o che ne o ha woni tunyo mi ni ne makwa i ha be campaign mo i ha sika for campaign say kenne ne ga matuma ni tumi ho esanema la campaign sika ko ne makabada cancel hamra bio yo jini idene ne to le ego ke a je hanya bio wama be ni tumi ona ne ke o honorable jine ego pesel ka be mi ne wa ya ye je ha wama ye ne cancel o mi ke nene litungu ano no ke tru mi ne ba ko ya la sika Rami nyolo kama bieke ije nene once mo o cancel on your fisi ili kan domi mabawa no wa manahi wa no wa kama tuni alifali wa jeni tumi onsi ife wi ipo kan wa manyelo wa magenya nene because he ni tumi ya ke bi no ka wa le wa ma bi ke sikamu sikasa ni ndo cha plasi si nene ejo wa ni tumi ono mundo loko jo wa mai wa je ha wa gbe ni tumi ono nene emi ye munyule kuku o chemi kan obi ni hisi no teno o MP o ke ni tumu yede o ke o me councilor la wa dra councilor ne wadra emi wadra mi iheye ka okeni beli masemi ne nyamaye ni tu ne watu ni iheye ka ni tu ne watu e mamonye he eja ka wachake no fiano ne tu wachake washroom so me kla wa pe new tiling eleje wa pe new toilet bowl new sink air conditions on the car tun eyi no wanaka hinfu boy no wa payi oka no wa kale roof go no oka wanaka wire no hu iseke ipawe ile ma ga chapele ne ma ga cancel na ma ga o cancel ne go sa ma de ke la base cancel o because wire ko iseke ne legend wa ko wire me clan wa pali wire clan ko the council of Mahis in a meeting room. He can also live on a map of film. What he's saying, stuffing chairs, while he won't land in the Mahisi. When I can't put it up on he walk a liba mumio. air condition in the little, and I can't show the air condition, no more only my 2 new air conditioners. Because the thing says, we go there, they don't have one or a little. It is fine. I watch them money to another BTV, then like a money. Well, who are doing it? For money as I know what I can for. So, the number now go up for man. I can't for him. Let me pour up it. Design lights in there. Oh, they like to work on you. Because speaking here, one man, a head yellow match on the net of our man. Watch it. Woman, watch it. C'est étassé in la démon. Et moi, lui, mais elle est dit, tu peux me demander à sa fois que maintenant, elle est dit, comment ma tour, caïma, et puis, elle dit, bassa. Et que ma paix, il y a des fait où, non, et le fait où. Il y a des gens qui sont ni tu me l'as envoyé des millions, ni tu mais il y a que au séminaire au Guamajo. Lo nene, mana musique qu'on ada c'est il y a le mec là, manda ananimi, le mana musique quand au sous-souahi, donc au péroï quand wasu, quand on manie on macho, ne au kelichu no wade, nene. Nyagbe si na mna makeha yonema keha mi asie bielo because lene enye Japa Foundation he o ke titu mo we de mo ide leke ole foundation ngani fu na kai abi si ake no fia no le pasasi because lene ha woni tu akwawe ahe no fia no le contractor ma le ke enya ichemo abesika re lo eyo ojú mọ́lẹ́ jọ ojú mọ́lẹ́ mọ́bí pápá yẹn wàá yẹ jìnnà nẹ́nẹ́ yẹn wọ́n jí kákébé ní ma nẹ́ pápá mọ́bí kíláàkẹ́ wàá pè káké nígbà kókó ni wàá pẹ̀tí ní kákébé ní wàá pẹ̀tí ọ̀lẹ́ tó lè kú yé mi nẹ́ wàá pè káké jọ níjẹ máa lè tó ọ̀chẹ́. Mau network mau how to papa man wa bi ka ke e wa fi ese e wa fi councilor se na anye wa he ka su ni papa ni le hem ke ye na to wa bi ka ke nye to ma se yo wa ma ubla e ma tesi e ma ka e bo papa na ni ma te ma se na ma ba ye ko tanyo ma ya bla ana ba mo tsume
that's enough, right? Or you still need me? Okay.
How are you?
Moments. Well, this has been the Traditional Council's premises since 1994. 30 years ago they set it up. And then 12 years ago when we got our district assembly, they gave it to the assembly to use it. The plan and agreement was that whenever the assembly got its own premises, they would renovate and refurbish the premises for the council. Earlier this year, the Traditional Council the assembly moved out. Like you heard the chief said himself, he sent 2 delegations and went himself as the 3rd time to meet the DC. And the DC indicated that it was not going to, the council assembly was not going to be interested in renovating the council. And so the chief called me The Paramount Chief called me and drew my attention to it. I mean, as part of the work that we needed to make sure that we got it done. And so I immediately spoke to the CSR wing of my office, the Jota Foundation, and asked them to step in and get it done. It's cost us quite some fortune, but I'm happy that the Chiefs are happy, the people are happy. We've restored and even made better the building, set up a conference room for them, set up an office as well for the Chief, and set up all the various offices that will support the traditional council. So yes, it's just part of the work we do. Like I keep saying, MPs are not agents of development, we are quasi-developmental agents. So this should have been done by the Assembly, but once the Assembly failed to live up to its expectation, I stepped in because it's in need of the people. So we'll continue to do some of these things from time to time to fill in the gap when the Assembly fails.
How does this edifice, go hand in hand with the traditional governance system, or go further to enhance the traditional governance system?
As a member of parliament, I'm restricted in the kinds of things I can get involved in. The day-to-day running of the community, the traditional authorities hold that power. Customary power resides with the chiefs. They're the custodians of the land. I just have a 4-year mandate. His mandate is still, God calls him home. I mean, MPs will come, MPs will go, but the chieftaincy institution will remain. Politics came to be the chieftaincy institution. And so the only way we can ensure that our chiefs are respected is not by paying lip service, but by ensuring that even places where they can transact their business, places where the council can be found, where the council can do its own work is more important. I mean, the resources we put in here, I could have used it to do a political party office or something, but for me, what is more pertinent to the development of Prampram is to make sure that the traditional council is well represented. They have a functional secretariat that will help. And when the traditional council is working, it makes my work as MP very simple, because things that would normally be thrown at me as the MP will go to the chiefs, because they are the customary people. People are having issues of land litigation, there are issues of family unrest. Those things are not the MP's job. They're the job of the council, and so we need to strengthen our council to ensure. And that's why this morning I was at Ningo as well. We're supporting the Ningo Traditional Council as well. The hall we were in, I put air conditions in there, set it up for them as well. So it's a running concern. We continue to help the council as and when a request comes and as and when we are in a position to.
Before we go, is it a case that various traditional councils have the solely capacitated that they can fund projects like that?
Well, the truth is, the councils really don't have money. Again, you see, you go to other parts of the country and councils are able to do things, traditional authorities are able to do things, like you go to Mensha, for example, or you go to Purification, they're able to do things because they own land, they own assets. In Greater Accra, I think with the exception of the Pon people or so, no stool owns lands, no stool owns assets. The lands in Greater Accra are family lands, they are clan lands. And so even if land is sold that you expect that some revenue will come, it goes to families, it doesn't come to the traditional council. So the councils really don't have anything, and that's why I support the call that we should find a way to make sure that some monies from the consolidated fund finds its way to the chieftaincy institution. We need to properly resource our chiefs and properly resource the traditional institutions. Look, the moral fiber of our country is damaged because we've weakened the chieftaincy institution. In traditional areas where chiefs are still very strong and powerful, you realize that the moral fiber of those communities is enforced. The moral code is enforced by the chiefs, not by politicians. Morality and the moral fiber of our country must not be the mandate of politicians. It is the sole preserve of our chiefs, okay? And so you realize that today young children, because they don't have respect for the traditional authority, take that on into the society, and that's why you have a whole kid of young people. I mean, they call themselves all kinds of names, whether Gen Zs or whatever, Gen A, B, C, D, or all the letters. But you realize that there is a certain cultural fiber that is getting missing in the new generation. And that's because our chieftaincy institution is losing its relevance. And it's because politicians are weakening the chieftaincy institution. Politicians are trying to install chiefs who will be their puppets. That's not the way to go. The chieftaincy institution must be respected, allowed to run its own full course. And politics and chieftaincy will move hand in hand. Chieftaincy cannot be subservient to politicians, and that's one thing we need to get right. So politicians who meddle in chieftaincy affairs, and you will see from all the places we went, I have a fantastic working relationship with my traditional authorities. I don't meddle in the affairs of the council. it is not my forte. It's not my area of arena. And so my chief respect me as their MP. I respect them as their chief, and that's the model we must build as a country. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir.
If you are the answer, man. If you are the answer, man. Somebody, man. Nene, Maunde job or one of one as a daycare. Maunde how to a job. Nene Blama, Ebola. Bona, Ayilo, a baby of the top. Care Ojebu or Neda. Wabi Manye, Wabi Sade, Wabi Polokotoana, Mocha Yemio. I'm afraid for the young. I Wacho manye kechame mapa metwana anawana bosi
Dedi kama mamena Pendream TV ase na so far so good. Say open online portal e wo Ghana nipa share nipa follow nipa comment here to my best of knowledge without any biases. Pendream TV